Hey kawan, welcome to EDCReady. Today we have another unboxing of a CRKT knife. Okay, this is just a very simple box, CRKT box. You've seen this probably 100 times. So let's get into the knife. This is the CRKT CEO. Now, before I continue, I just want to give a quick shout out to the guys who loaned me this knife. They loaned me this knife. This is thomastools.com.my. So this is a loaner. I have to return it, but they still deserve a shout out for helping me check out all these different knives. So without further ado, let's get into this knife. Firstly, what is the CRKT CEO? This knife is designed to be more of a sleek and sophisticated type EDC folder, hence the name CEO. It's really meant to be like worn in your jacket pocket or your shirt pocket. So you can just take this like so and just put it into your shirt pocket like how you would a pen. So that means that when you pull it out, just pull it out and then it is ready to go. Okay, so I personally like tip up carry, but I think in this situation it's pretty darn justified why you want to have a tip down carry. I just wish I didn't really have this. If they really were looking for the sleek, gentleman, sophisticated design, I wish they didn't have this logo up here. Maybe have it, I don't know, somewhere else, maybe down here or something like that. But I'm not really gonna scold them for it. One thing they did do really well, I can see here, is that the clip screws actually don't go into the clip, which is actually a great thing because a lot of times you have a lot of knife like my Vivi McKenna here. As you can see here, if you can focus, the screws kind of go into the clips. So as a result, you can't really get into that deep of a pocket, either the pants or the shirt. But this can really go completely deep. Alright, so this is just going to be like a first impression kind of video of this knife. I've seen other videos of this knife. I've seen the Nick Shabazz review of this knife, but I just want to give you my quick review, my quick first impressions. Not gonna do a full review because I only have this knife for a few days before I need to return it. So handle material here, pretty nice handle material. I'm just gonna show it off here. This handle material is GRN, glass reinforced nylon, which is another type of plastic. So I have another FRN handle here. This is the Para 3 lightweight, which I'm going to do a full review for. Okay, it's nicely textured. It has this kind of like fish scale thing going on, and it is nicely like rounded. Not exactly rounded, but the edges are not sharp at all. And just looking on the inside here, the edges on the inside are not that sharp either. So a pretty well finished knife. The back here is also rounded around the edges here, so nothing to complain. Sometimes with cheaper CRKTs like the Pilar, okay, you can kind of get a little sharpness inside here, but this, I think they finished it really well. Okay, you only have one thumb stud which is on this side, and some really small screws. I think these are all T6s, T8s, I'm not so sure, but they seem to be the same screw size, which is quite rare for CRKT. Alright, so we're gonna do the first flick right now. Now, from what I understand, the first flick can be a little bit difficult because, well, we'll find out why. Alright, that was easy. Flick is good. The blade shape is very like pencil-like, if you can call it that. A lot of people have said this is very much like a letter opener kind of knife, and I can see that. The knife itself is actually really thin. I got here my calipers here. We have the blade, which is at a thickness of 0.9, hold on, of 0.9 inches. Can you see it right there? 0.9 inches or so. And then we have the blade length here of, should be about 3.1-ish. Alright, I'm measuring it at 3.1. Another thing you need to talk about is the thickness of the handle. It comes in at a very slim 0.43. And then another thing is that you want to catch the width of the blade here, which I can foresee is going to be super narrow. 0.59-ish or so, give or take 0.59. Alright, so very small, very gentlemanly, very slim knife. Great to carry around in the pocket. Any other first impressions? Oh, that's a misflip right there. It's a very smooth knife. Okay, it's running on IKBS bearings. At least that's what they say on BladeHQ.com. It's running on bearings. The disengage is very nice. You have this nice little cutout here, where you can just press your finger in, and then it can just bend inwards, and then you can just fold the knife back in. Overall, a pretty nice knife. At the end of the day, this is just a first impression. I can't really talk too much about it. Blade steel is, I believe it is 8CR. Check out my notes here. Yeah, I think it is 8CR 13 MOV. Although I don't think they marked it on the steel. I don't know why. But anywho, you have a satin finish with a flat grind. You can see here CEO Rogers design. So just based on my first impression, I kind of like it. There are elements about it that I like. Okay, I like the good finishing on it. Doesn't seem to have any sharp edges on the inside at all, or on the outside. The texture of this GRN is nice. Action is good. Action is really good. It's not going to be fall shutty, I think. Yeah, it's not really fall shutty. The blade is really small, really thin. But the flick out is actually surprisingly satisfying. The disengage is very nice. It's very simple, especially with that finger cutout right there. But the lockup is, I don't know if you can see it. It is like, what, 90%? It's almost all the way. I don't know if that is designed to, like, I don't know, like, what would that mean in the long run, but I think that this knife is less of a fidgety knife, more of a, in the middle of a meeting, you got a little letter that comes in, you got to flick it out, and you're going to open it up. Alright, so yeah, that's my first impression. It's a good knife. Definitely, it's a kind of knife that kind of suits its requirement, called the CEO. So definitely suit that kind of clientele. A couple of things I would like, maybe they could come up with a higher end version of this, because sometimes when you're CEO, you want sometimes the finer things in life. So maybe you want something carbon fiber. Maybe you want something in a higher grade steel if you're a steel snob. Maybe you want a knife with a certain ergonomic, because yeah, it's pretty smooth. No, like, other than the texture here, no other texture here, and I can foresee people slipping up and down on this, like that. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. What am I gonna say? Another knife in this category you can think of is the Boker Urban Trapper. I think that's a far better knife, just based on the videos and reviews. But yeah, this is just my first impression of the CRKT CEO. Of course, don't forget to check out my information down below in the description box. Follow me on Instagram, and of course, if you want to support the channel, support on Patreon. So you can find out all information on that in the description box down below. And of course, thank you one more time to thomasTools.com.my for sending this knife for the unboxing and my first impression. Alright, ciao guys, and stay ready.